3. So, okay. So we discussed on here. So I think that we will finish one course.
我也想像弟弟一样。
So
直接
for
下线
the mod, what is the peak current? Peak current is here. So for mod 2, the peak current what is the time? Time is t equal to
可是你要跟他说今天考试，你可以不用来。
so at that time we reach
这里
peak
现在
value. So
那你要跟
peak
他说这里在考试。
is I
因为
m
他跟我讲的。
sin
好是啊
90 degree plus I 0 because this is 90 degree. So 90 degree is 1. So I m plus I 0. Then how about VC? VC is here. So VC peak is 2Vs. So what happened? So it's more n at t equal to t2. So we can say this is t equal to t2. So we can say this is t2. This is t2. T equal to T2, here is T2, peak value. So then we want to find the T2. Okay. When IL T equal to T2, so T2 is this point. So T2 is this point. So that point IL at T2, no, this is T2. Let me check. And, so this is T2. And here, so T2 when reach 180 degree. If we reach T2, what happened? IL equal to I0. So IL is equal to I0. And VC T equal to T2. At that point, VC is equal to 2Vs. So then we can calculate T2. T2 is equal to omega 0 t. So it is square root C and by pi. So this is T2. So T2 is equal to square root LC multiplied by pi. So this is the time of T2. Now we move to mod 3, the next mod. We can remove this one. Mod 3. So what is mod 3? Mod 3 is from here to here. So it is from T2 to T3. So the inductor current is IL. So inductor current is IL. However, what happened? If this is LC oscillation, then can you imagine the next time? This is positive. How about next part? Negative. So resonance should be like this. So what happened? We want to go this way, right? Okay, so we want to go this way. So what is IL? IL is initial value minus IM sine omega 0 t. So this is I0. So this is I0 plus Im sine omega t. This is I0 minus Im sine omega t. It is pure sinusoidal. How about VC? VC is initial value plus IL dt. So we can calculate the IL and also the VC. But do you think the IL has opportunity to go negative? Because this is a switch. Do you think the current can go this way? No. So what is the real situation? Become zero, but never get negative, right? So original, the inductor current want to go negative, but when they reach zero, then the switch turn off. So at that point, switch turn off. So what happened? And we have to stop here. So we can make a conclusion. So the mode never go to negative. So it ends at t equal to t3 when IL t equal to t3 reach to 0 ampere. So this is the final point because then S off, right? If S off, then we cannot create sinusoid again. So we can reach this point. Okay, then VC t equal to t3, we call VC3. So now we want to draw the waveform. So what is the waveform? The waveform is like this. Originally we want to go negative, but we have no opportunity to go negative because then switch off at the zero current. So how about the voltage? The voltage is like this. Okay. So we have this one. This is Vs. So the voltage is decrease. Okay. So we call this is VC3. So at that time, we have VC3 here. So S off here. So when the switch on, what is the current? Zero. So zero current on. When the switch off here, what is the current? What is the value of the current? Zero. So zero current off, right? So do you think this is ZCS on and ZCS off? Yes. When we reach this point, the current is zero, then we turn on. When we reach this point, then the current is zero, we can turn off. So if the switch turn on, the current is zero. If switch turn off, the current is zero. Then what is the loss? Zero. Okay, so we can get this idea. ZCS on and ZCS off. So this is mode 3. Then we want to discuss mode 4. What is mode 4? And at that time, VC is VC3. This is VC3. Okay. But then our current is 0. Our current is 0. So here, switch open. So what is this current? What is this voltage? This voltage, what is the equivalent circuit? So this is 0. And this is VC3. And diode is off. But we have I0 here. So what is the voltage? Voltage is initial value. And then we have this way. So we have current IC, I0, and divided by C and T. So it is VC3 minus C I0 dt. So we have constant current I0 here. So then the inductor current, inductor voltage should be decreased because we have constant current I0. So if you draw this one, how can you draw this one? It is I0 divided by C multiplied by T. So it is linear. So we can say this is like this. Okay, so this is mod 4. This is mod 4. So our VC decrease, our IL is 0. So this is mod 4. Mod 4. How about mod 5? This is CDE mod 5. So then our current is 0. Our voltage is 0. We go to the same point, right? Then next time we trigger again, then what happens? After that, we can turn on, we can repeat again, we can repeat again. How about this one? Yes, we can turn on, and the sine wave, and here. So we can repeat again. So what is the necessary condition? Can you turn on the switch before this cycle? No. We have to wait until the current is 0, voltage is 0, then we can start again, right? So what does this mean? If you want to turn off, if you want to trigger the switch, then next time you have to wait until after this point you can trigger again. You cannot trigger before this point, otherwise everything is messy because you need to repeat again. So which means the switch can turn on and then switch off, and then you have to wait at this point, turn on, turn off. So this is on, this is off, this is next on. So you have to keep this time interval. But before, if you use hard switching, you can turn on every time, anytime, right? But for soft switching, you can't because they do resonant. You have to wait until they go back to 0. You can turn on again. So this is the disadvantage of the soft switching. So if you want to do soft switching, what is the disadvantage? So anybody can tell me what is the disadvantage? First, you require button, small L and small C, right? Do you think the elements will cost some money? Yes. The second one is you cannot turn on and turn off randomly. wait until they can turn on again. They can turn on. How about the third part? So what is the LC? Do you think the LC is large L, large C, or small L, small C? Small L. So you say, I need 1 microhenry here. I need 1 microfarad here. But can you get precisely 1 microhenry every time? No. So for this order, you can get 1.1 microhenry, 0.9 microhenry. For the C, you can get 0.9 microfarad or 1.1 microfarad. Then your frequency change, right? So can you keep your quality for standard? No, because too small. Too small. So the quality control is very challenging. So for every product, different characteristic, because small L, small C cannot be precisely manufactured. So this is another disadvantage. Then I will ask you another question. How about the voltage trace of the capacitor? If I use hard switching, no L, no C, so what is the voltage trace? It is Vs, right, for capacitor. But now, what is the trace for the capacitor? 2 Vs. 2 Vs. Vs. If Vs is 100 before, you need to choose the capacitor 100, but now you have to choose 200 for the voltage trace. Do you think the capacitor for 200 is more expensive or more cheap? More expensive. So you have device here. The device has voltage trace. Before it is 100, now become 200. So device become more expensive. So voltage trace is increased. So your turn on duty and the turn off duty is fixed. You cannot say I want to turn on 1%, turn off 99%. Impossible, right? So you have minimal turn on and a minimal turn off. So this is the disadvantage. What is the advantage? What is your advantage? The first one, you can increase, you can reduce switching loss because you use zero current switching. So you can reduce switching loss. Then you can increase efficiency. Right? Efficiency is increased. And you can have small size. Why can you get small size? Because your switching frequency can be higher. Your inductor can be small. So this is your advantage. So now, DC-DC converter soft switching, the technology is very good because we can save space, we can increase efficiency. So you can get 30 watt power supply put in my pocket, very small. So without soft switching, it is impossible. It's impossible. So this is the advantage of the DCS. So now I want to ask you another question. How about inverter? Can you apply the technology into inverter? Is it possible to use the soft switching technology in the inverter? So what is inverter? So I want to give you some basic idea. We say inverter is like this. This is inverter. This is motor. Right? This is inverter. So for inverter, we could have 300 volt here. So do we have zero voltage? No, always 300, right? If you want to get zero voltage switching, what can you do? You say it is easy. I can have 300 volt, but I can create L, I can create C, then I can get LC resonant, and at that point, I can get a voltage like this. So this is 0 volt, this is 600 volt, average is 300 volt. I get a resonant, right? Then I can get 0 voltage. Then I can turn on and turn off the switch during 0 voltage. Then I can put here. So I can wait until 0 voltage. Then I can do the switching. Do you think this is perfect? Yes, you can get a PhD. You can get a patent. And you can get a good job. And you can open a new company, right? The idea is great. But what happened? If you use L and C, what is L? L is coil, right? So L, you have inductor. So I put some coil into the inductor. Then what happened? I create resistance, right? If I create resistance, then it is not LC. It is become RLC. So what happened in the real world? You check the VC, then it is like this. I can oscillate. Then the next time become here, become here, become here, right? So at the first time, you can get 0 voltage. But the next time, no 0 voltage because you have damp, right? So then what happens? Sometimes if your resistance is too huge, then you can get this waveform. Do you get 0 voltage? Never. If you do not get 0 voltage, how can you do 0 voltage switching? So impossible. So then what? I have to make sure I should get enough energy. So what can I do? I just put a switch in here. So I turn on the switch to store energy. And the next time I open the switch, then I get enough energy to make sure I can go to the 0 voltage. So we can do the energy stop. And then we open the switch, then we can do oscillation. So this is a good idea. But what happens if you have a voltage from 6 volt to 0 volt, and one period could be 50 microseconds? Then you have huge voltage variation. Then what happens? A lot of power circulate, right? Then if one time something happens, just boom, everything just gone. So it is the challenge. Because the power is too huge. Can you control huge power to oscillate? Very hard. So if you do the DC-DC converter, it is okay. But if you do the inverter, then the power is too huge. So there is one professor. So his name is Deepak Devine. So he is a professor at Wisconsin Medicine. So he proposed this idea. He said we can oscillate DC bus, then we can get a zero voltage, then we can turn on and turn off at a zero voltage, then everything could be fine. And then I can increase the efficiency and be 3%. So this is a great idea. So everybody believe this is a great idea. So Professor Devine invented this idea. Then what is the next step? He published a lot of papers. And his student graduated by using this idea. So this is a new idea. Then what is next step? He applied for patents, US patents. Because this is new idea, so he can get a lot of patents. And after 7 years, what happened? He promoted from assistant professor to professor. So do you think that this is good? Only 7 years. Then he feel life is boring because teaching is not so fun. So what is the next step? He create a new idea. Can I use my idea to create a new company? So he create Devine Company. What is the product? DC link resonant inverter. So this is his product. Then what is the next step? He hired somebody to design this product and sell this product to what industry, right? Because this is a new inverter, so it is good. But what happened? So he is academically successful. He's very successful. What does this mean? He published a lot of papers. He got a lot of patents. A lot of students graduate from his lab. And he get a lot of awards because this is a new idea. Everybody appreciate it because before you only can apply for low power, but now you can apply for high power to improve the efficiency. For low power, if you have 100 watt, you save 5%, then it is 5 watt. But for mono drive, it could be 100 kilowatt. Then save 5%, it is 5 kilowatt, which is large. Motor drive is huge. But then what happened? Then after maybe 3 and 4 years, he bankrupt. Why? Because the idea is good, but the industry cannot accept it. Why? The variation is very huge. So if one control fail, then everything just gone. And for the inverter, it is high power. So can we apply resonant concept into high power? So finally, nobody can do it. So in this situation, how can you ask the inverter to reach certain efficiency? Then how can you set a law who say, oh, if you want to sell inverter, you have to reach certain efficiency? Nobody can do this because nobody can manufacture it. So until now, in water, we cannot apply any software switching technology. So it is only used for low power DC to DC converter. So finally, Professor Ivan go to Georgia Tech to become another professor because industry is not so easy. Although the idea is new, although it can work in laboratory, although the math is beautiful, but it is not so critical. So industry sometimes is more challenging than academic. Academic, you only can think new idea, new circuit, new topology. But industry need what? Industry need reliability. And they need safety. And they need low cost. So they have different interests, right? And finally, as far as I know, nobody can develop the software switching for high power. So only low power is very successful. And the most successful is we call Virginia Tech. So in Virginia Tech, there is a professor we call it is Professor Li. Maybe some of them already in his papers. He published maybe 300, 400 papers about DC to DC software switching. So a lot of students work in the field and create a lot of new topology. And then he developed this new circuit into real market. And it became very successful because low power, it is feasible. So we call it is FCV. So this is a story about the software switching. So I think I will stop here, and in this course we cover every different approach of the converter. So for our final exam, I think we have to cover AC to AC and DC to DC and software switching. So after the middle-term exam, we have AC to AC, DC to DC, and the software switching. So next week, so it is June 8th, we will have final exam. So do you have any question about final exam? It is open book in class. Do you have any question? And June 15th, we'll do the review. Of final exam. So we will discuss about the final exam. So do you have any question or any comments? So if not, then I think we can stop here. So next week, I will see you next week for the final exam.